and then she had scars all over her face. Like, hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're living your best life. If you're new here, please subscribe, click on that notification button so you can support your sis right here. So let's get right into the story. So basically 1 week ago I made a voting on my story on Instagram and asked everyone if they would like to hear my kidnapping story in Somalia. Over 60 people said yes. So I was like, okay, let me give people what they want, what they're asking for, and it couldn't be a better timing because it's Halloween month. So let's have a recap. So when I was 6 years old, my mom took me to Somalia, and I was living with my grandma while she was in Denmark, studying and getting an apartment and everything, and like setting her life because she was a young mom. And my grandma was like, give me the child, let me teach the child Somali, let me teach the girl a farm life. Like, I was with goats in the morning at 6 years old. I was scared of them because like I thought dogs were goats, so, and dogs and black people, we don't mix. But I ended up loving the goats and they became my second family. So that time when I put the story on, my aunt had just called me and she was like, hi Hafsa, how are you doing? Are you living do you have a good life? How's school? How's everything? I was like, hey aunt, everything is good. You know that when you talk with your family. And then she's like, do you remember the time you got kidnapped? And I was like, yeah, I remember the time I got kidnapped. It happened like this, it happened like that, it happened like this. And she was like, that's not really how it happened, girl. I was like, what do you mean? That's not how it happened, girl. So she ended up telling me everything, how it happened, how I was finessed. Like, I was not even being told the real truth. I was kidnapped with Sihr. So for you guys who are not Muslim and don't know what Sihr is, it's basically black magic. Like, we believe in the Muslim community and in the African community and in the Asian community, black magic. You know, you have heard about voodoo, you have heard about hypnotizing, you heard about doing some things that you're not aware of. That was what happened to me. I was basically hypnotized. Like, black magic comes in levels, and this was in a level where you just forget what you're doing and somehow give your possessions to someone else. This happened to my dad in England. Like, when he was in England, he somehow came upon this person who did this to him, and then he gave him his wallet. And then when he came to the train station, he was like, where the fuck is my wallet? What just happened? And he couldn't remember anything. So that's some kind of sihr. That's what you call sihr, like this out of mind thing, this black magic. And if you don't believe it, there's not much I can do, but this is something that exists in our world, we believe. And this is what happened to me, because I ain't got no other explanations to just disappearing like this. So what had happened was, let's say it's Sunday, because I don't remember which day it was, but let's say it was Sunday, and my aunt and I, we were going to a food market. And when you go to a food market, everything is organic. Like, you get the meat straight, like it's being made right in front of you, the fruit, everything. And it's like hectic. There's so many people in this market. So my aunt, she was trying to hold my hand really tight. So I'm 6 years old. I'm not wearing a hijab. Like, I'm minding my business, flowing my hair, looking fly. I'm a fly child with fly earrings, like real gold earrings that time, and real gold necklace, and real gold bracelet. So I was looking fly as hell, right? Mind you, it's not odd thing to see women wear gold in Somalia. Like, a lot of women do that, but you don't wear it in the public eye. Like, you don't show that. So my aunt forgot to take it off me before I went out of the door. So we come to the food market. I'm not those wild child who run away. So I was standing beside my auntie the whole time. So once my auntie, she goes and talks to this meat guy apparently, and I'm just standing there, and then there's this woman wearing all black and wearing black niqab as well. She sees that I'm wearing gold. So she comes over to me, and that's where I'm saying this black magic, this sihr thing, where she hypnotizes me, and basically I end up following her. And my aunt, she's like, what is wrong with this child? Why is she just leaving me and following this woman? And she sees that this woman is fully covered and you can barely see who she is. But then my aunt sees something that like scares her. So she runs after me, pulls me back, and she's like, what is wrong with this child? So she goes home. And when we come home, you know, Somali houses, they're really big, they're porch, and then there's like this garden porch thing, and then the house comes in the end. So she lets me be in the garden with the other children. She goes and finds my grandma, and then she tells my grandma what was going on, and then my grandma can feel that something is wrong. So she runs out to the garden and they can't find me, and the porch is open. So I'm so hypnotized that I don't know, like this is in the beginning, so I don't know where things are, but somehow I found myself going to the food market looking for this lady, and this lady was apparently just sitting there and waiting for me. So she takes me and puts me to a corner, takes my jewelry, and then just leaves me. And then as soon as she goes, like it's like I wake up and I'm like, what the hell? And I'm 6 years old and I'm like, where am I? And I just start crying and I don't know where anyone is. So that's me in the food market. Then go over to my family in the house. My grandma, she runs out of the house without her hijab. She runs over to the soldiers. That was when Somalia was really good. And then she tells the soldiers, this child is missing. She's not from this country, and I'm from Galkaya, small town, so it's easy to find things quickly, but they're still looking for me. And then I have one auntie who was at a duksi, like, you know, Quran school. So she comes and passes the food market and has to go home, and then she just sees all these women gathered, and my auntie loves gossip, so she thought it was gossip. So she goes over there and looks in the crowd, and then she just sees this child crying, and everyone's like, who's this child? Where's she from? Who know her? We never seen this child. And she's like, what the hell? That's my niece. So she pulls me back, takes me home, and then I get food, and then they put me to sleep. So that was like for me, I don't remember anything and what was going on. I was over it quickly, and that's one of the reasons I think that I don't remember it that much. Like I was over it. But my aunt told me in the phone that night they sat down in the porch, like Somalia is really hot, so you just sit outside. My uncles, my grandma, my aunties, everyone. And then my grandma starts asking my auntie, who is this woman and what did she want? And then she tells this lady like what she was wearing, how she looked. But the thing my auntie apparently saw that I didn't see was when there was wind, so when her niqab flew up, she had scars. Like she was dark skinned, a bit darker than me, and then she had scars all over her face, like someone who have been in a cult, and apparently they scar your face. That was when my aunt, she actually got scared and pulled me and took me home. But my uncle, like I'm not saying I'm from Galkaya, like this small town kind of girl, so he's like, yeah, I know who this woman is. So they went to the soldiers the day after. They found the family. The family was actually known in the city for witchcraft, for this black magic kind of thing. And they found my jewelry, and she was actually, when I was saying this was when Somalia was good, she was put in prison. And my aunt, when she was talking to me on the phone, they were like, we actually don't know where they are now, where she is now. And my aunt and my family are still living back in Galkaya, so they're like, they have no idea where she is now. And I'm so thankful that like she didn't do more, she just wanted my gold. But this Sihr thing, this is a dangerous thing we always talk about. We don't hope it ever happen for us, like in this Muslim environment and this African environment. We talk about it, we're like, we don't hope black magic ever happen to us. So that for me to happen for me is kind of so scary, but alhamdulillah I was over it quickly. Like it was just that episode, and then alhamdulillah I don't feel anything, and this won't make me not go to Somalia. Like I'm going to Somalia, I get inspired by so many people. Somalia is so much more than horror stories. Like it's such a beautiful country, and I want to be there and be part of the rebuild. And I'm definitely going there maybe after my degree, and then visit everyone and everything. So I hope you will have an open mind, because Somalia at the end of the day is more than this story. And I hope you like this story, and I hope you will subscribe, like, and thumbs up. I will see you next Sunday.